And we are live.
What's going on?
Not too much, brother. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How was your weekend?
Pretty good, man.
You up to anything?
Nah, not much, man. Standard. Nothing crazy.
That's depressing.
Yeah, whatever. Nice and chill. Save money.
Yeah, no
Spending
doubt.
money on these chairs and tables, bro.
Dude, I got to
You know what I'm saying?
hit you back for that shit.
yeah, it's all good. Yeah, no worries. But no, yeah, whatever. Just chilled. Actually, it was a solid weekend for sports, so that's a good weekend for me.
There was actually like a lot going on.
Yo, the Lakers played the Bucks Friday, the Clips Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron killed. They killed it both games. Just like a statement, man. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think this because like the MVP odds for LeBron went from something like 1,200 down to like plus 400. Giannis is still the favorite.
Yeah.
But do you think this gives him more of a obviously it gives him more of a chance at the MVP, but like who's your MVP right now?
I love LeBron, right?
Yeah.
And like what he's doing at age 35, like he's approaching 60,000 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Karl Malone and Kareem Abdul.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You know, and those two guys are interior players.
Yep.
You know, Malone ran to one spot, stayed there till Stockton got him the ball.
Yep.
Like, you know, like LeBron's.
And this is like a point guard is a whole new position for him. He's never played it before. He's running point.
He's like a point forward. He, you know, no matter what, at the end of the day, the ball's always going to be in his hand. But like what he's coming back from last year, I think and this weekend was a big statement for him for sure.
Yeah,
you could tell, just by his attitude after the whistle. I saw at the end of the game, Kuzma. Did you see him put the crown on LeBron?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
because Giannis had done it the other game.
Yeah. So it just shows you right there how much it meant to them too.
Yeah, no doubt. Right?
So I don't know. It was good. It was good. We had the fights, obviously.
The fights were unreal. Holy,
yeah, that whole card, bro. That whole card was really good,
apart
man.
from the main event, but
yeah,
everything else. But do you want to just go right into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
First off, the Weili Zhang and Jedrzejczyk fight was one of the most insane fights I've ever seen.
They said obviously best fight for women's fight
in like
ever.
MMA history.
But we're talking one of the best fights ever UFC period.
Straight up,
you know,
it was that good.
Did
you find it like hard to watch at the end? Because like I find myself like every time Weili Zhang would like land a straight left or right to Joanna's forehead, I'm like, holy shit.
She was like, targeting that hematoma,
dude.
You know,
that was
like
okay.
I think sorry the fourth round,
something like that.
Yeah, I have it in here, but yeah, man, it was crazy. And
side note, have you ever seen the movie Megamind?
No.
Okay, bro, I'm gonna show you something.
Okay, yeah,
and it's bang on.
Let's see this. Yeah, dope. No, straight up though, like that whole card, Magny came back. I can't remember. I sure wrote down the other guys' names, but that whole card was pretty good, I gotta say. Definitely one of the better cards.
Oh man, dude, there's been so many good memes about
awesome.
what she looks like.
That's
it's
awesome.
so funny.
Oh, you gotta think that had to have bothered her. She just said it did too.
Oh, dude, there's a couple of times where like I think she was coming back in between the fourth and fifth, and she was just like touching it, like holy shit, because that's like stretching your skin everywhere.
Yo, shout out to Joanna's chin too, though. Wow, can she take a punch?
Yeah, no doubt. Hey,
you know what I mean? Like, Weili's got some serious power, and like I'll be 100% honest. Once that fight was over, I thought Joanna won.
Really?
I did.
Really?
And volume out punched her.
Yeah.
Out accuracy to her, if that's even right. But she did was more accurate,
more technical,
more punches landed.
Mm-hmm.
But they gave it to Weili because of the damage and the power, and I'm not mad at it. But like to be honest, that fight was like so razor close. I thought.
So what rounds did you give to who, if you remember?
Wait, I gotta see if I have it in my notes.
So for me, I gave rounds 1 and 2.
It was like razor
Weili,
thin though,
and then I gave 3-4 to Joanna, and then the fifth round I thought Weili did enough to win.
Yeah, okay, you're right because I remember Weili fading in the third, fourth.
Yep.
But she came back in the fifth like crazy, bro.
Yep.
Those left hooks in the fifth were nutty. Split her
Gnarly.
nose, Joanna's
But
nose.
it went sideways at one point.
Like those left hooks in that fifth round were outstanding, and like seriously, like everyone can see the damage was just crazy. Even Weili's eye, like even the second round was starting to close, and like her face was pretty, but you could just the difference in power was crazy.
Okay, you put Weili Zhang up against Joey Benavidez, who wins?
Fuck, man.
Dude, that's a good fight, right?
No doubt.
That's like a good fight.
No doubt. And like, I don't know.
That chick is.
I kind of feel bad for Joanna. 0-4 in title fights now.
Yeah, it's rough.
But you lost to like Valentina Rose twice.
Yeah.
Was it Rose twice or Valentina?
Yeah, Rose twice.
Rose twice.
Rose stopped her in
And
the first
Weili
fight, and then it was a decision in the second, but it was a good fight.
So I don't know. Like, great fight though. It's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, unlike Romero, Joanna was trying to go out and get it.
Yeah, 100%.
By any means. Doesn't matter. Like,
Dude, Romero...
I'll eat these punches and I'm just going to take this and I got to do what I got to do. Romero, man.
Romero pissed me the fuck off. Especially with his like post-fight interview where he's like bitching at Stylebender and being like, bro, like, come on. You're like, man, you did nothing the entire fight. Like, I get what you're trying to do and conserve energy and pick your spots, but you literally did nothing.
I thought in the beginning, like, okay, it's super slow because he wants to conserve for the 4th and 5th.
But he literally conserved for 5 rounds.
Did it for nothing.
It was stupid. It was so stupid.
So
it pissed me off so much.
Yo, but this is what I don't understand either. No other guy in the UFC is getting a title fight coming off 2 straight losses.
Nope.
He hasn't won since 2018, and you're giving us this guy a title fight? No disrespect to him, but why does he get it? I know Costa's injured, but
but who else are you gonna give it to? That division's weird. It's in a really weird place right now. I was looking at it yesterday.
I thought that was kind of messed up, bro. You know, like.
But like, you're not the only other guy who like really you can make an argument for is Cannonier, but like he hasn't done enough to.
And don't get me wrong, I was excited for the fight.
So was I. I was pumped.
You know, so, but yeah, I didn't get it, man. They combined for 88 significant strikes the whole fight.
Yo, in the first round, there was like 4 on Israel's side and 3 on Romero's side or something like that.
4-3 Romero it was in the first round.
So ridiculous. I've never seen that before.
It was 4-3 Romero. Second round was Adesanya 10-7. Third round was Adesanya 12-8. Fourth round, I don't have the numbers.
Buddy, just the fact that it was a 5-round fight.
Fourth round was 12-8 Adesanya as well.
5 rounds, and they didn't land 100 significant strikes.
Weili and Joanna did that
in one round, probably.
Yeah. They even said DC and Joe were the first minute go by and they're like Weili would already throw 100 strikes already.
That's so crazy,
just
dude.
joking, but like, yo, Weili and Joanna had 600 combined strikes through midway through round 4, dude.
That's
crazy
unreal, output.
Man. Unreal. I got another stat here that's crazy too. Okay, so after their fight, say they combined for 351 signature strikes. That's the 3rd most ever in a UFC fight.
Yeah.
First one was Holloway Ortega at 400. So like, unreal, man.
Yep.
Like, Joanna landed 186 significant strikes with 50% accuracy. Like I said earlier, Weili landed 165 significant strikes with 40% accuracy. Combined total of 783 total strikes.
But even the fact that like hitting 50% accuracy like that with that many strikes is wild.
Yeah, and the output, like the pace, like I got to give her credit. Weili, obviously there was times where she was like walking her down, but you know, Joanna was just like, I don't care.
But it was like you got to give credit to Weili too because
I would like a little bit more head movement from Joanna. Sorry, I don't cut you off.
But like you're right on the head movement for sure. They both like, I don't know. It was like.
But that's like instant classic.
It was. It felt like some gladiator shit where it was just like we're literally just gonna go at each other. There's no regard for like ground game or really being super technical. We're just throwing bombs.
Kickboxing fight.
Yeah, it was sick to watch.
You know what I'm saying?
It felt like the Usman versus Covington fight where it was just those two just toe to toe going at it the entire time. Right?
Yeah. And this is what kind of pisses me off more. With Adesanya and Romero watching this,
you think you get him fired up?
Yo, we gotta one up these guys or try to.
Do you agree with the ref stepping in round 4 and being like, "Yo, this is a title fight. You got to give him something to judge."
Should just keep his mouth shut.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I thought it was like
you. And then even during the round, he's like, "Let's go, guys." It's like, "Yo, shut up, dude."
Yeah, that's
even though I thought it was a weak fight.
Yeah,
the ref should be keeping.
That is not his place whatsoever.
No, and like what he said there, he said at the beginning, so he's like, "Only 2 rounds left. Got to give them something to score." But like. You're out of line for even saying that. You know what I mean?
I don't like it either. I don't think at any point in time the ref should be telling the fighters how to fight. I also don't think there's any point in time in MMA specifically that the ref should ever really intervene positionally wise. Like, even if someone's like up against the cage and they've been up at the cage for like 3-4 rounds, it doesn't matter. You should never pull someone off the cage.
I've never heard that being said to anyone, and I've seen way worse fights than that one, to be honest. Like for a lull in action or like you say, maybe just pin somebody against the cage and just not doing nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. Real talk, I'm excited, at least for the Costa Adesanya fight. We all know Costa's coming forward.
100%.
We've seen it with Romero.
Who do you think?
There's no bullshit. He's coming forward.
Who do you think wins that fight now?
I think Adesanya. I think it plays in his favor if you do that.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's just so technical with it.
But
You're going to see the Adesanya that strikes, moves, and I think picks him apart.
Because, like, Romero landed.
Maybe not picks him apart. That's not the right word to say, but I think it just plays in his hands. I think he's just so technical with it.
Yeah.
And I think it just falls in his game plan. Like, I don't think he's worried when it comes to that. That's what he likes.
After watching this fight, because I thought that, like, going into this fight, obviously I thought it'd be more, like, active. But even the activity that did take place, I thought Adesanya wouldn't get caught by Romero as much as he got caught.
Laughs there.
And it seemed like, especially in the first, by the third, fourth round, he kind of had that left figured out and had the timing down. But during the first 2 rounds, Romero, like, clipped him a bunch of times.
For sure.
And I think with Costa, like, Costa will clip him and will follow it up. And we'll put it on Izzy.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
You know what I mean? So, like, I
think it's going to be super exciting, man.
I think so, too. I'm a little worried for Izzy, though. Like, I thought going into this, I'm like, there's no one. I'm like, Costa could probably do it, or probably, like, not like this. But after this fight, I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, Costa might win that fight.
We saw Izzy eat some hard shots against Gastelum.
Mm-hmm.
Costa's probably a bigger puncher than Gastelum.
That's what I mean, right? Like, Izzy got...
But
didn't he get dropped in the Gastelum fight?
I think... oh, yeah. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, right?
Sure.
Like, that's what I mean.
But, like, I love that he's already been in the dogfight.
It's true.
Like, he's
been hurt. He's been
trusted.
clipped.
Like, I know what to expect him getting in that. You know what I mean? And it doesn't worry me, to be honest.
Really?
No.
Yeah, I'm worried about that fight now.
Yeah.
I thought Izzy was going to run through
super
everyone.
excited.
So
I think it's going to be an all-time great. But, you know, honestly, a lot of these fights lately just haven't been living up to the hype for me. Just for MMA anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially like the big UFC pay-per-views.
Like the big ones like that everyone's excited for, just for some reason, one way or another, just doesn't live up to the hype. Like,
yeah, the last really...
Cowboy Gaethje just ended quickly. Conor fight ended quickly.
I love that.
I liked it, but I just want to see more.
I get what you mean.
Saying? Like, I'm just like... So I'm just being selfish that way, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you mean. I'm the opposite. I love that moment of like just like me and all my buddies losing our absolute minds because Conor just knocked him out in 30 seconds.
Like this Wei Lee fight, my mouth was open. They're watching.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
I couldn't look away
either.
either.
I can't understate this enough. Like for the people that like haven't seen it or like, it's it
was just a war. It was a fucking all out just war.
And that's even understating it. Like I can't even find the right words to say it, to be honest. Like. That deserves more than a $50,000 bonus.
Yeah, no shit, hey.
You know what I'm saying?
How much do you think they got paid, dude? Do you have the purses?
I don't. I know for the main card, Adesanya got 500, Romero got 300.
Okay.
But I don't know what the women got.
Definitely not enough.
So, oh, man. And like, so for Wei Lee, that's 21 in a row, right? For her. She started with 1 loss and then won every 1 since. Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So shout out to her. And with her, I guess I heard that she had to move camp because of the coronavirus. Yep. So
she was at the Performance Institute, I believe.
She went from China to Thailand, from Thailand to Abu Dhabi, from Abu Dhabi to the States.
Yeah.
And like all that, and to have that not mess with your training and like still coming in and put on that kind of performance, like big shout out to her.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I mean? Like that's pretty remarkable, man.
She's Definitely. Gonna be champ for a while.
Oh,
I don't think there's anyone who can really come close to her.
No, I don't. Yeah,
because she fought.
She's just a hard hitter, bro.
Was it Jessica Andrade she knocked out?
Yeah, that's right.
That's like apart from Andrade and Joanna, like who else is there that really could put it on her at all? There's no one.
I wouldn't be mad at running this back.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
I think Joanna deserves it.
I think after this last fight, I think people
even though she's like 0-4 in title fights, like she put on the performance where like you find me someone that's going to give you a better performance.
It was a split decision, like so a loss for her, right? Like that was the closest fight you could have.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like she deserves it, I think too.
And like I know she had like all her family there and stuff too. It's like you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
like,
rough.
Honestly though, like I said, after watching it,
you think
I thought
she's good looking?
Did enough to win.
You think she's good looking?
No.
Really?
No.
I think she's good looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird thing. I don't know.
Even after the fight,
buddy, that was so hard.
Wow, that
coming out of that.
And like I think I seen today on the net that there's like no major damages, nothing to her. Like,
yeah, I saw that she got released next day from the hospital, no problem.
Yeah, good on her, but like that just looked brutal.
Because like with hematomas, because I've had them in my ear, you've got to, like, with the ear at least, you got to stick a needle in that bitch and then drain out all the blood and the pus and everything, right? So, like, are they sticking needles in her forehead?
You know what's bad when they put the camera on you in between rounds and the whole crowd's like, oh, you know
yeah, dude, 100%.
Like, as a fighter, you're probably sitting there like, fuck.
Well, she probably is going back and feeling her head like, oh my god,
that had to have been like throbbing.
Yeah,
like, what a target too.
They
for
suck.
Wei Li, though.
They suck a lot.
So
and to go back in there and literally just get punched in the head like that afterwards,
tough as shit. Like I said, her chin after getting her weight cut down.
Yeah.
She can take a serious punch, man.
Yeah, 100%. I think I had something about this too that I wanted to bring up. Let me see.
So, this weekend is the Kevin Lee?
He's fighting. Who's he fighting?
I can't remember right now.
Jesus Christ. Sorry.
But he had that sick high kick knockout, right?
High kick. It was like
it was a combo, ended with a high kick.
Yeah, it was like he slipped a right.
Who was that again?
Gregor Gillespie.
Okay.
He slipped and then left hook, right high kick.
Pretty sick though.
It's what the fuck? Where is it upcoming? Oh, Kevin Lee versus Charles Oliveira. Oh, which is going to be a good fight.
Yeah, well,
it's going to be a really good fight.
I'm a root for Kevin Lee.
I was going to say he's one of those guys that I like him and I want him to do well.
He's training with GSP boys now.
With
TriStar.
No, yeah, with TriStar. I forget what it was. Farasa Hobby.
Oh right,
which is good. Yeah. That's an Unreal camp. So I really hope he does well because he's a super nice guy. He takes all the losses super well. Too. He looked clean. It was one of those things where he just like got back to basics, and GSP was like a champ at doing this. It's just doing the basics so well and the fundamentals so well that there's no holes in his game. Right? He's just a complete fighter all the time. And you're never going to pick him apart in any way.
This will be big if he wins, though.
It'll be huge.
Going to enemy territory.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It'll be really big. And he'll I think after this, too, he'll end up fighting someone in the top of that division, and he's got probably another title shot.
I don't think it ain't going to be easy, though.
No, not at all. That division is so stacked.
I don't even think this fight's going to be easy for him.
No, not at all. Charles Oliveira is a monster.
Yeah, dude. He's legit.
You know what else I'm really excited for? The Tyron Woodley-Leon Edwards fight.
Yeah.
That's coming up soon.
When is that? Do you know when that is?
I think it's the weekend after. I'm pretty sure.
Yo, there's a lot of fights coming.
Dude, there's so much good stuff.
Too. So much boxing coming up.
What's coming up for boxing?
There's a Canelo fight coming up.
Oh, Canelo agreed to fight against what's his name? Holy crow.
Dude, I know there's like a shit ton of fights coming up though.
Earl Spence and what's his name agreed to fight too?
I didn't hear this. Who that?
Oh my god. Dude, I'm so
not Terrence Crawford.
I'm so out of it right now.
Yeah, look this shit up. I didn't hear nothing about that.
Earl Spence versus Who's Canelo fighting? Do you know off the top of your head?
I can't remember, man.
Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders is who he's fighting.
Oh right,
that's gonna be a nasty fight.
We got Fury. That's in July though.
Did they already set it?
Yeah, I think it's July 17th or something like that.
Fuck yeah. I mean, we already know what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna look this up, and on next week I'll say I can't remember, but I just seen it come across, and I was just remembering like that's a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
Plus with MMA, I think there's MMA on every weekend for the next like a while.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, no, it's a good time if you're a fight fan.
Where did I want to talk about? Have you seen everything that's going on with the stock market crashing?
Yeah, I seen that today.
So this is like actually really, really fucked up. Like really, really fucked up. So like the situation is the stock market was already, so basically like the stock market freezes or doesn't do well if there's any like uncertainty, right? Because people like certainty, and so that's how it continues to function. And so there was already a bunch of uncertainty with coronavirus,
right?
And so there's a bunch of stuff going down the drain. But this oil complete blowout basically happened because Russia and Saudi Arabia were fighting and having this conflict, and so it costs like the United States, to put in perspective, like $30, $35 to make a barrel of oil.
Okay.
It costs Russia, I think, like $20 or $25, and it costs Saudi Arabia in the Middle East $10.
Nice.
So Saudi Arabia holds everything. So what they did is they like upped their production and dropped the prices at the same time, just to give a big fuck
the market.
Just to give a fuck you to Russia. So literally, if you look at graphs at the stock market, it's literally like this and then straight drop. Like straight drop. And oil's so tied into everything that everything else is suffering. The stock market closed, I think it was like 17% down total.
What was it, like 2,000 points or something?
Pardon?
2,000 points it was down today?
It's something stupid.
Yeah,
it's been going down like 7% every day for like the last 2-3 days, which is crazy.
But this, you know what it means. It's just going to end up eventually coming back up. And it's going to have, like today was the biggest loss, right?
Yeah.
We're going to have the biggest gain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though?
But it always does, right?
That's like the nature of it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I know it is rough right
now.
now.
But the thing is, like...
Probably will be for a while, but you're in it for the long haul. These guys that are doing this, right? It will come back up.
So, like, the thing I was talking about was, like, because I was talking with Nick at work. Yeah. I was just like, how do you make money on this stuff? Like, how do you make money on the stock market crashing like this? Obviously, like, you buy back in once it starts to come back up, starts to trend. But, like, where do you put your money? So, like, Nick and I were thinking renewable energy. So, like, putting into, like, solar power, solar panels, wind turbines, stuff like that. Because
like how much is that? How much is that industry stocks down right now? Do you know?
I don't know. They're, like, everything's so tied in that it's getting hit too. The entire market's down. Yeah. But I think that's going to rebound hard because I was thinking about it. And I'm like, I think Trump is going to use this to, like, basically as the running point for his, like, next presidential campaign. Because although he's, like, big into oil and coal and all this shit, he's, like, ran on it beforehand.
Yo, side note, how about everyone ganging up on Bernie, though?
Dude, it's so brutal. It's so brutal.
So I don't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted, like, I thought that was quite funny. Like,
the DNC is fucking...
Tells you how scared they are of him, though.
The DNC is fucking him again.
You know what I mean?
Again, man.
But anyways, go on. I just wanted to bring that up. Sorry, bro.
But that's two elections in a row now that he's been fucked out of things?
We'll see what happens. I think that guy's still got strong enough.
And I think Joe Biden is absolutely senile.
He's up, like, I heard 13 points
Huge.
On him.
Because Bloomberg endorsed him.
Everybody, all, like, nine candidates.
They all endorsed him.
So, and then there's, like, Bernie with, like, Jesse Jackson. It's like, man.
Yeah, it's rough.
But whatever. I think.
Did you listen to the podcast with Bernie on Rogan?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
I actually like really like the guy. Obviously, like his economic policies aren't great.
Well, all the big money guys are scared of him, man.
100%. Because in the same way they're scared of Trump, where like they can't control him, right? He's one of those. He's a loose cannon, and so they're looking for a pawn or a puppet that they can control, and he's obviously not it, right? He's going to do what Bernie wants to do, which is scary.
Interesting. I don't know. It's like. It's a long way from being over. Like, who would I even thought Biden would have recovered this well?
Yeah,
I didn't think so.
I didn't think so either.
You know what I mean?
He made some like comment a little while ago, like basically insinuating that like all black people are poor. It was I forget the quote. I can pull it up after, but he was like something like black people like
I don't trying honestly, to help. I don't understand why the black people love him so much.
I don't think they do. They like they like Bloomberg. Bloomberg was who they liked. Because
South Carolina that he won is like majority black, and they all voted for him.
I thought
that was like his first state of getting back into the race.
Are you sure you're not thinking about Bloomberg?
No, I'm positive it's Biden.
Because Bloomberg,
and I'm just like I'm almost positive Biden passed a law that locked up a lot of black people.
Did. I forget the name.
And I'm like thinking, I wonder. I'm watching this. And I'm just like, you guys just like him because he was with Obama. Like,
yeah, probably realistically.
Is this why all the black people, like, I don't understand, like, and I don't know why, because like if I would like I'll look it up too, the law that I'm talking about that he passed, but I know he locked up a lot of black people, and I don't understand why so many black people like the guy.
Yeah, I don't know either.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm like,
I remember that whole busing thing with Kamala Harris that came up.
No. I'm like super.
It's like a whole racist thing that came up. This was early in the running. But, like, his track record with black people isn't that good, man.
No.
Besides being Obama's vice president. You know what I mean?
But honestly, well.
And, like, I think Obama hasn't even put his name behind Biden yet.
No. I think the only person who, like, has a shot at beating Trump is Bernie. Like, Biden, I think so too. Biden isn't going to beat Trump.
Oh, Trump's going to come out and call him Sleepy Joe. And that's it. Like, just pepper him with disses, and everyone's going to laugh.
It's going to be brutal.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Or at least Bernie can, like, actually roll with stuff and, like, fire back, right?
Yeah, I don't know, man. This guy is coming off a heart attack, so during the campaigning, too.
Yeah, it's no bueno.
So, you know what I mean? Like, the candidates aren't the strongest. And I was telling my dad the other day, like, it's not just Republicans. Like, Democrats are bad, too.
It's a joke. Everybody's bad.
They're all bad.
Everybody's bad.
Like, and I'll be the first to admit it. Like, I'll hammer on Trump so bad. But, like, Nancy Pelosi's no better. She okayed all the torture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I heard she's sitting on $100 million.
Of course she is.
You know,
all these
so
people are
it's just
sitting
like,
on
I was
money.
it's bad on both sides, man.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It's like pick your poison, you know.
Pretty much.
And like real talk, I think Bernie's the guy.
I think so too. I think I think he has the younger generation behind him.
Bernie's been consistent ever since he's been doing this. Like I seen pictures of him in like the 80s at these gay and lesbian rallies.
Really?
Like, he's been so consistent with his message. Like Bloomberg switched parties, Elizabeth Warren switched parties. Like when you do that, to me that raises a red flag. Bernie's been speaking the same message ever since he's been in this. I think that says a lot about him, man. There is no flip-flopping with that guy. You're not going to find something in the past where he said something different or, you know, and all these guys want to railroad him, but he's always been himself. Have a strong argument against
He's always been himself. Like, he's genuine. And
they're
I think
scared that he's going to spend their money on taxes. That's what they're scared
100%
about,
he is.
you
But
know?
I think the fact that he's genuine and people can sense, like, people who are genuine and they're drawn to it. Like, hey, this is who I am. I've put it all out in front of everybody. There's no bullshit. There's no lies. This is what I want to do, and I'm going to do it.
I will say he's very ambitious. Like the Medicare for all, the passing, the legalization of marijuana on the first day. Like these all sound good, but like in real talk, is this really going to happen? Probably not. Let's be real.
No.
Something happens with these guys. It's not about them. We all know. I think there's bigger powers that be here.
But this is the thing, right? Is Trump is scary because he's not a puppet. And Bernie is scary because he's not a puppet either. Which is like, if I'm American, I'm literally voting for Bernie strictly because of that reason, because I want to shake up, because it's been shitty. It hasn't been about the public or the people forever.
I think Trump was just payback from Obama. They're like, oh, we had a black person? Well, look at us now. Now you watch out. Here comes Trump. We're going to vote this guy, and this is payback.
I really don't think so.
No?
Because, like, obviously, like, there's a percentage of the population, like white trash, people who are racist, who do vote that.
I think Trump got more of those people to vote.
Oh, 100% he did. Like, that is 100% a lot of his base. But I think there was actually a lot of people in the middle who weren't happy with any of the candidates, who were in the same, like, frame of mind that I'm in. Because I met a bunch of people who were in that mind of, like, hey, we don't really support his social views, but his economic views are good. Right. He knows how to run a business. He'll make the country successful, and we just need a shake up from all this bullshit.
Well, I agree. Can't let this moron.
And to be really honest with you, I think if like obviously socially and the way he handles himself and the way he's not presidential at all. He's a moron, right? But economically and fiscal policy wise, he's done a good job.
Oh no, he has done some.
And so I think
good things. Don't get me wrong.
I think more of the people who are
he hasn't.
And I think more of the people who are on the fence are going to vote for him again. There's a lot of people I think who have been convinced to vote for him.
Though.
Oh, 100% he has. He's an idiot.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
I'm not endorsing him, but I'm just giving you the rationale that I think people are going to have, right?
I honestly think that he had no clue what he got himself into, and then when he realized how much work it is, he's like, oh, fuck.
Dude, 100%.
He's like, I don't want to do this anymore. And it's like, fuck. It's too late now. I'm president.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, he had no clue what it was going to entail. And like, yeah, he's going to do whatever he wants.
I think
all kind of protocol. But like, whatever it is, what it is. This is what you guys voted for. So, you know, you get what you pay for. You get what you get, right?
I think he gets off, though, on like some of the foreign policy stuff where he gets to play these games with other people.
Well, you see him going after everybody now that like, what was it? That phone call about the whole withholding aid. Okay. You know, that whole thing.
Yeah.
I think it was Ukraine, was it?
Yeah.
Right.
But like apparently
so the guys that did the whistleblowing.
Yeah.
Now he's going back. He's like firing everybody now.
Yeah. But apparently,
you know what I mean?
apparently that's like a normal thing. But people like the left is like blowing that up.
What, to withhold aid?
Pardon? Yeah, like using negotiation tax, like that's just negotiation. Apparently, is what I've heard.
I don't know, man. That's like against United Nations rule, isn't it? It's like,
but it wasn't like, hey, we're gonna do this. It's like, hey, like this is what we might be forced to. I don't know the specifics, but that's just what I read somewhere.
I don't know, out of my area of expertise.
Yeah, but what I was saying earlier,
but like you said, I guarantee you this kind of shady shit goes on all the time.
All the time, dude.
For sure it is.
All
He's
the
not
time.
the only one being shady.
No.
Like, I agree there, 100%. Everybody's shady, bro. Everybody is.
And to like continue on his foreign policy thing with this whole like stock market and the Saudis basically tanking the American market.
Yeah.
Right. I think he's gonna run on a platform of like, yo, we're gonna invest in renewable resources. We're gonna push for like getting away from coal and oil because there's no fucking way somebody else is going to put us in that position again, let alone someone from the Middle East.
All his buddies are in coal, though.
I know, but I think he's going to run on the fact of, hey, we are never going to let our markets and our livelihood be crashed by somebody else again. And I think he's going to get like nationalists who like are pumped on that his like racist blog, obviously, the people who were swing voters before, who are now convinced because he's done a good job, and people who are voting with like environmentalists.
Yeah,
I think they're also going to vote for him too. If he's smart, that's the way I'd play it if I was him. I think this could work out really, really good for him.
But you can't put the message out there like we're not going to let Saudi Arabia dictate what we do, but yet you don't hold them accountable for the murder. And as long as you got the 150 billion from Saudi Arabia, it's all good. You can't do both. I don't think, man.
It's Trump. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Oh, I know. I hear you, but like, I don't know. Saudi Arabia's gonna do whatever the hell they want. Whether you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they have that kind of money where they
they got fuck
like,
you
they
money.
can just put the foot on everyone's throat for however long they want to.
Yeah, no doubt.
Everyone's so dependent, whether we want to admit it or not. You know.
I think between this and like the coronavirus scare, like this is gonna be a long.
This coronavirus is gonna be ugly.
Yo, we had the first death in Vancouver, in BC. It was in North Vancouver. The first coronavirus death came today.
Yeah, that's right. Lynn.
It was today.
The care home or something?
It's scary.
Was that care home or something?
Yeah,
Lynn Valley or something?
Yeah, it was in North Vancouver. I have like a note on it.
Yeah, man. Well, this is the problem. People that aren't doing the quarantine, they're like, fuck it, I'm going out anyways.
Yep.
This is the problem, you morons.
There was an article I saw where some dude knew he had it and still went out to bars,
yeah,
specifically with the intent.
Multiple stories about that.
With the intent to spread it, which is so fucked up.
That's just ridiculous. Like the lady in the States that came back to her church group, I remember reading something about that. Italy's like all on lockdown now.
Yeah, I was about to say, all of Italy is on lockdown.
Man, brutal.
Dude.
All like the professional sports leagues now, no media allowed in the locker room anymore.
And they're putting out notices that like.
Seen Ronaldo go to the soccer stadium and he's like, did you see him like fake touching hands because there's no fans there?
Yep.
He's just like doing pre-game routine. Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, and LeBron's like, I'm not going to play.
I was about to bring that up because like that's going to start affecting like, North American sports.
That ain't up to LeBron, bro.
But was he not going to play?
He's going to be playing.
But also at the same time, what is he going to get? Like a $25,000 fine?
That would be weird just to see it though.
You're just going to be like, fuck you.
Nobody there.
It'd be kind of like a cool atmosphere, to be honest with you.
I wish it'd be.
It'd be
I
really
can see why the players wouldn't like it, but like,
yeah,
whatever. But
it is like what it is.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's gonna get way worse before it gets better, though.
Mm-hmm. I saw that there was like
the mad dash on toilet paper. Are you getting this, dude? Have you seen this?
Like canned goods, toilet paper, everything.
People are panicking about this toilet paper like I've never seen in my goddamn life, and the masks that don't even do anything.
No, apparently what it does do is, it doesn't stop you from getting infected, but if you have it, it helps like reduce the amount you can spread it. Apparently,
I don't know. People need to.
But realistically, if you have it, you shouldn't be leaving your fucking house.
Yeah, this is the problem. People won't do that. Mm-hmm. And like, imagine being on one of those cruise ships. Fuck, I would lose it,
buddy. Dedicate.
It would be a fight pit. Yo, I would lose it. Man.
We were looking because at work, we were looking, and there's a couple cruises that are now offering like cruise spots because everyone's bailing on the cruises, right? And all these lines are like they're saying like, hey, we're canceling, we want refunds, yada yada yada, right? And so these cruise ships are like in desperation mode. These cruise companies, they're offering like straight cruises, all inclusive, open bar, free Wi-Fi, everything, $30 a night.
Nice.
But I mean, the boys at work, we were talking about it. We're like, bro, I think we might go for a cruise.
Cruise to China,
dude. If my school gets shut down, I might be going on a cruise, bro.
You think the school might get shut down or what?
Yeah, they've already put out notices about it.
Really?
Yeah, they're like we're not at the point yet because obviously there hasn't been an outbreak.
What happens if you got to be shut down for a month or two?
I have no idea.
Like you paid for a semester.
I have no idea. So like that's the thing is we've had snow days and then they basically like if we missed an assignment that's worth 10%, they'll spread that over the rest of the semester in assignments. But if we're shut down for a month, like there's no way they're refunding us. There's no way. They don't have enough money. They will not refund us.
Should.
But I'm assuming it'll be like
start over again. What
I'm thinking it might be that like if you are already like passing the course, they'll just give everybody a pass and then it doesn't count towards your GPA. Because when you do it a semester abroad, which I just learned, all it is pass fail, and it doesn't affect your GPA.
So why would you do it if it doesn't affect your GPA?
Pardon?
Why would you do it if it doesn't affect?
Because you still get credit for completing courses. So like I have to do 120 credits, right? Which is like 60 courses. Which is it's 40 courses, right?
Okay.
I can go to the UK, take 5 courses, barely do fuck all, go party every weekend, just pass all my courses, and then I still get credit for like I did all of them. It just doesn't affect my GPA.
Okay.
It's so mint.
Cool.
So it looks like I'm doing a semester abroad.
I don't know, man. It's getting ugly though. And it's all the old people. Like Washington State, that one old folks home, like 16 people died, dude.
Yeah. Apparently a bunch of the staff had it.
Talk about bad for business, though. Who's going there after? Like straight up.
I guess so. Yeah, that's
like,
closed down.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to take your parents to the place that 20 people died in?
Yeah, no shit,
No.
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, I don't know what we're going to do about this.
Brutal. I don't know, yeah.
You got anything?
Oh, yeah, I got some shit.
Tell me what you got.
First off, let's talk about Tony Romo, $180 million contract he signed.
Yeah, that's fat. You see Michael Thomas being a bitch about it?
No, what happened?
But he was
Fill
like,
me in.
I forget the exact quote, but he was bitching like,
butthurt?
Pardon? Exactly.
Butthurt?
He was salty, right? He's like, oh, players
he's
should be
salty.
making this same amount of money, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bro, just give it up for Tony. He's the best commentator in the game. You see that they offered Peyton Manning like an $18 million
it was 12 to
contract?
15
Jesus
And-
Christ, dude.
before they got with Romo. And so here's the thing now, too, with the
Peyton's
Peyton
getting
Manning.
signed somewhere.
Well, they're saying now, okay, for everyone that Tony Romo signed a 10-year, $180 million contract.
Side note, have you ever seen before and afters of Peyton Manning's forehead?
Yeah, we talked
on
about
HGH?
this.
Holy
yeah.
fuck, dude.
Money, guys. Money.
So hilarious.
I love it. Oh, and NFL had no problem with him getting away with
dude.
it.
You land a fucking airplane on
What
that.
was it to his wife, right? That package to the wife? It was like the HGH package got delivered to his house.
No, I didn't know this.
Yeah, but it was under his wife's name. And
Oh, that's
NFL just let
hilarious.
him slide on that
Yeah,
shit.
of course. It's Peyton Manning. I don't give a shit.
So Tony Romo, he made in his 14-year career,
This is what I wanted to know.
he made $127 million. So his broadcasting contract's crushing it.
Yeah.
The previous high for broadcasting was John Madden. He got paid $8 million a year, and that was over 2 decades ago, bro. So with inflation, that would be like $13 million. Romo's still higher.
Still beating him.
So, and then like we said, they went to Peyton Manning, offered him 12 to 15 million. So now the talk is ESPN is going to try and trade for Al Michaels, who is on
Wait,
the Sunday
you
night.
can do trades?
ESPN originally traded him to NBC years ago.
Yo, how do trades work?
Yeah, it happened. No lie. So what happened was, back in the day, ESPN and Disney are the same company, right?
Yeah.
So NBC had some movie back in the day, rights to some movie that Disney wanted.
Okay.
So Al Michael for the movie
Really?
was the trade. Something else too. I'm missing maybe a couple details, but essentially
Something
that's
like
what
that.
it was. So now, fast forward all these years later, ESPN wants Al Michaels back for Monday night, and they're gonna try and get Peyton Manning and him to do Monday night.
That'd be a good combo.
So that's what the rumors are right now. So yeah, they want to trade back for Al Michaels. Don't know what the trade's going to be for.
Yeah.
And they're going to try and get Peyton. So we'll see what happens if that works. Real talk, they need to do something. That Monday Night Crew is garbage.
Yeah, it's not
Shout
great.
out Tess and Booger. You guys are garbage. Sorry to say. But yo, that matters to me. Some people it doesn't matter to. Like if I'm watching a game, broadcasting matters to me.
Yeah.
Shitty broadcasting, no bueno.
Like, you ever watched, like, one championship or Bellator fights? And you hear some
I
of the,
used to watch Bellator. I don't anymore.
and you hear some of the commentating, and you're like, yo, shut the fuck up. You have no idea what you're talking about.
DAZN.
Boxing.
Yeah, but you know who's doing it? Joe Tessitore, the same guy that does Monday Night Football. No wonder
Really?
why you hate it.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that. That's so funny.
He used to do boxing back in the day because like I'm watching like some old school fights.
Yeah.
And it's him calling it. I didn't know that he used to do this before the football gig. So I guess boxing was his thing.
Yo, does Max Kellerman commentate?
I don't know if he commentates anymore, but he was one of the best in boxing.
Yeah, I know he was.
Now I just know him on for First Take.
Yeah.
You know, so but shout out to him. He did good in his career though.
He did really good in his
Yeah,
career.
yeah, for sure. And I actually like him.
So do I. He's
He's
like one
not
of the...
all loud, and he's like level-headed, gives good point of view.
We've talked about this. Like, he's an actual reporter. Like, he actually like has opinions that are backed up. Like, I think Colin Cowherd's really, really good. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Just because he's like, there's no show to it. There's no like, I'm trying to be something or be entertaining. He's literally just reporting facts. Hey, this is my thought process. This is why. And I respect that. I respect that way more than anybody else.
He's really good. And he's very knowledgeable.
It's huge.
You know what I'm saying? So, did you see? You're definitely gonna want to look this up. So Diego Maradona,
Okay.
we all know soccer star, right?
Okay.
Legend, one of the best, arguably ever to play.
Yeah.
huge cocaine problem, right? His whole career, his whole life.
Fuck yeah.
Okay,
Good for him. Getting on that trade.
Actually, side note, great documentary on him on HBO that was on a few days ago. I didn't watch all of it, but it's definitely a must watch. I'm gonna go back and check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. So anyways, I guess he's a coach for some soccer team, right?
Yeah.
So he's sitting on the side there, sidelines. Some guy walks up to him, puts something in his hand,
Okay.
right? And then Buddy points to the camera that's pointed on the bench, right?
Yeah.
4 dudes stand up, block Maradona.
Really?
Buddy does a quick bump. Everybody goes like fucking sit back down.
Really?
No joke, man. I'm just like, oh man, I was just laughing, bro.
Good for him.
It is so funny, man.
Is this on the? This is on the sideline.
On the sideline, yeah, he's
That is
coaching.
fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
and Buddy walks up to him, puts something in his hand. Buddy points to the camera.
Wall.
They all a wall around him.
Quick little.
Does the old, key bump or
Fuck
whatever
yeah,
he's
bro.
doing.
That's so funny.
And away he goes. Yeah. So
I bet you like a lot of these coaches are on Adderall and shit too.
Yeah, Adderall's huge now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even like university students, it's everywhere.
Yeah,
Everybody's on Addy.
Get the work done.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You know
or
what I'm
like
saying?
before you're studying for an exam, you just grind
You ever
out for
try
8
it?
hours. No, I want to though. Straight up, I want to.
Nice. Hey, did you hear Cowboys offered Dak 105 guaranteed, $33 million a season?
Didn't he turn it down?
I don't know if he turned it down.
There was one fat contract that he turned down.
Like, yo, Russell got 4 years, 107 million guaranteed, 35 million a year. You're not better than Russell. You should take this money and run.
100% you should.
If you turn it down, yo, you know what would be ill? If he turned it down and Jerry Jones went and got Tom Brady.
Okay.
Burn.
This is one of the topics I wanted to bring up. Where do you think Tom Brady lands?
It's tough.
Because like
I'm hearing a lot of people say San Fran now. Awkward for Jimmy G.
but I heard it was going to be a trade.
I don't know.
Straight
He's a free agent.
Yeah, he is. But apparently it was going to be like they're going to send Garoppolo to New England, back to New England, and Tom Brady's going to go to San Fran. I don't see it happening at all. Like
I've been on the record saying I think was going to go from the get-go. I just think that relationship with him and Belichick is, and apparently they were saying that they had their first phone call, I want to say about a week ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Did not go well.
I think he goes to the Chargers.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense. LA, they need to sell tickets.
Yep.
They got good players, got on both sides of the ball.
Yep. And
Wifey gets to stay in LA.
And Tom Brady just started a production company called 199 Production.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
that makes sense for LA again.
Yeah, and they clearly walked away from Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, apparently he's signing with the Colts.
Yeah,
I've heard.
I think he'll do well there.
I think so too.
I like Phillip. I always have. I think he's a little underrated.
Him talking shit in games because he's super religious. He doesn't swear, and it's so funny.
No, he's pretty funny.
It's so cringy. It's so good though.
10 kids too. Like,
yeah.
No, I do like Phillip. He's always going to be tied to Eli because of the whole trade shit.
Yeah.
I think Chargers had to move on too. I think that'd probably be the best, but they got to sell tickets. They're in a lot of trouble for a whole different reasons.
But away teams, like I think it was the Pittsburgh game. There's a video of like the stadium.
Every home game,
and every single fan was in Pittsburgh jerseys.
Yeah,
like every single fan.
It's pathetic, man. And they got a new stadium they got to sell, bro. They need the money. But like I said, I've always been on the side of Brady's leaving, and I don't know. Like I don't know where he ends up. I would, to be honest, imagine with him in Tampa Bay with those receivers.
It'd be nasty.
You know,
it'd be really nasty.
I don't know. It'd be good. I think, and obviously too with Las Vegas moving, they need to sell seats.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's interesting. LA probably I think is just with all things considered with the wifey, and a huge thing is though in play is his son lives on the East Coast with baby mama. And that's a huge thing for Tom.
I didn't know that.
So that may play a role into what team he picks.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, put that out there. You don't know.
Yeah,
right?
that makes sense.
And I think it does play a big role for Tom.
I think so.
You know, do you want to travel across country
to see your kid?
You know what I'm saying? Or do you want to just be out there? You know what I mean? So,
yeah. I think everywhere else points to LA though, but I don't know.
But Dak, if you turn this down, I don't blame Jerry for just walking away, to be honest.
I also saw a thing that Belichick apparently really likes Andy Dalton, and he really likes Jameis Winston.
I could see Dalton going to New England.
I could see Dalton, and I could see Jameis Winston.
I heard Chicago's in play for Dalton too, but like also too, Dallas can just tag Dak.
I thought they were going to tag
tag him.
I thought they were going to tag Amari Cooper.
Well, you got 2 tags. You got transition tag and franchise. So
oh, really?
Yeah. So you got 2 tags to use.
So if
they don't come to agreement, and Jerry doesn't think he can get anybody else, or like I'm saying, Tom or nobody, obviously.
Yeah.
Imagine though, Tom and quote unquote America's team though go from the Patriots to America's team.
Yeah, I think it'd be sick.
That'd be pretty disgusting, dude. I wouldn't be mad at that either. You know, and like, can Tom Brady win you a chip in Dallas?
Oh fuck yeah! There's so much talent on that roster. It's crazy.
I think so. But like, Dak had a pretty solid year, to be honest. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
But like, I remember he was barking for 40 a year. It's like, nah, bro.
No.
Mahomes gets 40. That about it.
Mahomes gets a new contract next year, right?
I think the KC might do it early.
Yeah.
I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, good for
Just
them.
on good faith.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, kid did win him something like a Super Bowl.
Oh, something like that, right?
Yeah.
He's just a little bit nasty.
So, did you hear KD still uses his burner account? Did you see that?
Fuck yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Dude, KD's so funny.
And like, right,
makes me laugh so much.
On the Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson podcast.
I didn't see him admit it.
Yeah, I want to see. I might have the clip up still. And like, I kind of respect him more for admitting it and just being like, you know what? I don't care. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I do have it here.
But if I was in his position, I'd have burner accounts too. Just talk to shit to randoms. It'd be so much fun.
So here, oh wait, hang on. I got an ad playing first, I think. But yeah, so I'm gonna play this clip here. But yeah, you know, at least now he's admitting it and kind of having fun with it, and obviously doesn't care what people say. To me, I think it's like, at first I was like, what do you care for? But now it's like, it's kind of funny to me now.
He's such a queen.
Burner accounts to sick Burns. The latest victim, his former teammate in OKC, Kendrick Perkins, has after Perk dubbed Russell Westbrook the best player in Thunder history.
Wait, that might be the wrong one.
KD had something to say. Personally, I'm all for the exchanges Durant has with people on Twitter. We want.
Oh wait, that might be the wrong one. But anyways,
good work.
Hang on, sorry, bro. Fuck that up. Oh, I don't even have it on here anymore. Sorry.
It's all good.
But yo, shout out to him for, I guess, admitting it. At first, like I said, I thought he was super petty. Like, what do you care about what everyone thinks of you? You're one of the greatest basketball players ever.
Yeah.
But I guess that's maybe one thing that drives him. I don't know.
He's a queen.
Yeah, I think
he's just dramatic.
He's a total bitch.
Him and Kyrie. Yo, Nets got rid of their coach.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I did. It was like, you kind of knew they're going to put in whoever they want, but this is what, like, he is like one of the better coaches for sure. He'll be a coach in no time.
Yeah.
And when they said like mutual agreement to part ways, I didn't buy it.
No.
But the more that I actually like hear other people talk about it, he knows he's not going to be the coach of them, and you better get out there first. There's going to be a lot of jobs opening for coaches next year. If I was in that position, I'd want to put my name out there right away. Let everyone know I'm available, not wait till the very end.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? So, and like everyone loved this guy a few years ago, like everybody in the NBA circles. Sean Marks, the GM, and him.
Well, he got them to the playoffs.
Yeah.
With nobody on the team. With
42 wins.
With D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah.
Like, that's impressive.
Straight up. I like him as a coach. I was honestly shocked that they let him go.
Yeah.
But I guess that's the power when you got KD and Kyrie. They're going to pick who they want. Kyrie wants Tyronn Lue.
I saw that.
Cavs coach. But I'm thinking, does Tyronn even want to coach Kyrie?
Probably not, hey?
Like, he's assistant coach in the Clippers right now with Doc. It's a pretty good gig. I don't know. And I know everyone wants to be a head coach.
Because I remember, like, Ty Lue took, like, time off for, like, mental issues. Like, stress was overbearing or something like that for him.
Yeah, something. I can't remember.
You remember that, right? Like, it was something weird, like, bitch shit.
But, yeah, I don't know. Something like that, though. I do remember.
So, I don't know. I doubt he'd want to deal with Kyrie and KD at the same time.
If I were a coach, I wouldn't want to coach that team.
No.
I mean, if that's your break, I guess, yeah, obviously. But, like, those guys are going to run the show, not you. And if I'm a coach, I don't want to go in there already knowing that the players aren't going to respect me.
Yeah.
You know
I know what you mean.
I'm not just here for the ride. As a coach, I don't want to be like that. You know what I mean?
I think being a coach would actually be so shitty. Like not shitty in terms of like the actual gig itself, but like shitty in terms of just. Sorry, I should rephrase that. Just be like stressful, trying to balance personalities and trying to manage people like that.
Well, you're trying to tell a bunch of millionaires what to do.
Mm-hmm. But also,
never
like,
goes over good.
But also, the egos involved
For sure.
must be like absolutely asinine, right?
For sure. And like we seen, like we're talking about right now, like Kyrie ruins every team he's on.
Yeah.
And it still doesn't matter.
That situation, and then if the Rockets don't do well, the DN like coaching the Rockets, fuck that noise. Trying to deal with Russell Westbrook and James Harden,
yeah,
not a chance.
Nah, that's got to be a headache for sure. I don't know. I guess if you're D'Antoni, you put up with it, right? But like, I don't know. They've come off with some brutal losses this week. They were like pretty hot after the trade and playing small ball, but
We were big up in them last podcast.
they've come off some brutal losses this week. So I don't know. Like I said, it's not sustainable. Are they going to win games? Yeah, probably. Yeah, but come playoff time, you can't get killed on the boards like this repeatedly and win games.
No, I have no faith in it.
You know
I said it last week. I have no faith in it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Remember how we talked about Spotify buying The Ringer from Bill Simmons?
Yeah.
Did you hear the price?
No.
$250 million.
Really? Good for Bill Simmons.
Ninja got paid, son.
Yeah, no dough, right? Good for him.
$250 million, dog. So apparently he's helping Spotify with their whole podcasting stuff now. Like,
yeah, because the podcast situation on Spotify.
Spotify is buying everybody.
But the podcast situation on Spotify is bad. Like, they do a shit job of it.
Do they? I don't listen. I don't get my podcast.
They do a shit job of it, and they have literally everybody in the world listens to their shit.
Right.
You would think it'd be right there, but it's just not. It should be like right on the main page, podcasting, but it's just not.
I'm sure they'll probably do an overhaul sooner or later.
Yeah.
But like, it's kind of good for them. Like, you can't just keep relying on the music. So yeah, they spent mad loot. We talked about it on one of the podcasts. Like, they spent hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars on podcasts. So, I get why they did it. But like I said, I get my podcast from somewhere else. So I don't even listen to. Even though I listen to all my music on Spotify, I don't do my podcast.
Yeah, it's all just Apple Podcast.
I do mine from Castbox.
What's Castbox?
It's just like an app that you can get. So when I first started getting podcasts, like, this is the app I used to look for them all. I just stuck with it. I never changed.
We should put our shit on there.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
We should do that.
I think there's Overcast too.
I think there's Stitcher is another one too.
I don't know. I'm like a bit out of touch with it, but yeah. So, yeah. Shout out Bill Simmons, $250 million. It's a nice number. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. What else you got?
You hear the Browns lineman Greg Robinson busted with 160 pounds of weed?
160?
Yeah, son.
What is with people getting busted with asinine amounts of weed?
So he's facing 20 years, right? And this reminded me, I don't know, do you remember Nate Newton?
No.
Dallas Cowboys?
No.
So 2001, he was busted with 213 pounds, okay?
Yeah.
Then, while out on bail, 6 weeks later, busted with another 175 pounds.
That is so much fucking weed, dude. Like, there's 450 grams in a pound. Times 160. That is 72,000 grams. Why the fuck do you have that on you?
And Nate Newton said, I always wanted to be the best football player. He's like, when I got in drug dealing, I always wanted to be the best drug dealer. So,
but like, what kind of
shout out to Nate Newton and using that work ethic.
But what kind of fucking idiot are you to carry around that much? Like, where did you get busted with it?
He didn't even do that much time in jail.
Where did who's like the not Nate, the
Greg Robinson?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Busted in the car though, obviously, with somebody else.
Okay, but like, how do you, like, you know what?
He just got let go. If I'm not mistaken, he's made over $10 million in his career.
Okay, thinking about it though, you know what a pound of weed looks like, right?
Fuck yeah.
160 pounds in a car. How the
But if you like
fuck
vacuum
does?
seal all that shit up, like, I can't remember what kind of car it was. I don't even remember if they said it or not.
But like, that thing would be loaded to the tits if it's in a car.
Like, why are you driving it, bro?
You know what I mean?
Real talk. Why are you that
That's
stupid?
stupid shit.
But
the shit bothers me.
This is what happens when you give people money. I don't know. So he's done. He's facing 20 years. What a fucking meathead, man. Oh, some sad shit. This shit. Oh, it was super sad, bro. Pop Smoke. Are you familiar with Pop Smoke?
Yeah, rip.
My favorite new rapper, Killer. Both his projects still bump to this day. Like,
Yep.
But for those who don't know, he was murdered. He was actually in Hollywood celebrating the release of his mixtape.
Really?
And what had happened was he was online, inadvertently showed the address.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And guys ran up in there, killed him on the spot. And here's the thing. Cops are like, at first it was like home invasion, but not a lot of the shit that was taken. Cops are like, yo, a lot of stuff would have been taken if it was a home invasion.
Yeah.
So they don't know if it's a targeted hit. He was with a gang.
What gang was he with? Do we
The
know?
Woos. So
okay.
his projects, Meet the Woo and Meet the Woo 2. So Woo, there's in New York, from my understanding, is Woos and Chews. So he was with the Woos. There's a couple other guys.
Some corny ass names, dude.
But it's so sad. Like this guy, he was like the next guy. You could tell everyone wanted to work with him.
Yeah.
Like his projects just bumped, bro.
I just noticed he was nasty. He was super nasty.
That voice, like nobody sounded like him.
Yep. Super unique.
He had his funeral, this past weekend. I think 50 Cent set it up and did it for him. And 50 Cent said he's gonna release a project, but his last mixtape went #1, and too bad he's not even here to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
But it's just shitty, man. Like, talk about snatched too soon. But
people have been dying lately, man.
yeah, man. They don't give a fuck, man. Jay Electronica said he's finally dropping an album. You know who that is?
No idea.
He's been signed to Rock Nation since 2010. He has this cult following. Everyone's waiting for him to drop. Never drop, never drop. Apparently he's dropping. I don't even know if it's true or not, so who knows. You gonna make it, bro?
Dude, I'm tired. And I fucking slipped a rib last week at jiu-jitsu.
What does that mean?
So, like, you have so, like, ribs up here. Okay. They're, like, connected, right? But then the ribs down here, your lower ones, they're just connected by cartilage. They kind of just hang, right? They're not actually attached to your spine. And so if that cartilage gets, like, moved or worked around, it fucking hurts like a bitch.
No, shit, okay.
So I, like, rolled. Buddy had my back, and his heel was right here, and then I rolled over, and he followed. And so all of my weight and his weight was on his heel, digging right into my rib. Dude, I couldn't sleep properly for, like, 3 days.
Oh, it hurts to breathe and stuff?
Everything, man. I felt like a bruised or broken rib.
Did you hear Megan Thee Stallion? She released her project this past Friday. But did you see that her first record label she signed with, she getting a lawsuit with them?
I saw that there was some stuff going on, but I didn't know the specifics.
So she's suing 1501 Entertainment for the contract that she signed when she was 20 years old. And this is how ridiculous the contract is. So 1501, the record label, gets to keep 60% of her recording income, 30% of her touring income, and 30% of her merchandising income.
That's wild.
She signed that deal for a $10,000 advance. Like, how stupid are you? I get that you're desperate to get on.
You just need to get on.
But so I guess she's managed by Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Rock Nation made her aware of this. So she went in to renegotiate her contract.
Yeah.
And then they tried to stop her from releasing any music. So blah, blah. It's in the courts. She got an injunction to release her last project. But I don't know. For all you out there, like, 10K, don't sign your life away for 10K.
But man, if you have no way of getting your hands on that,
10K for your life, though, man.
Well, obviously not, because she's fighting in court.
Like, the way I see it, if someone wants to sign me for 10K, somebody else is going to want to sign me.
Yeah. I guess people aren't smart enough to shop around. They just get sold on this pipe dream.
I get it, for sure. Like,
you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? For sure. But, like,
it is, like, at least...
You literally signed your life away.
Look at your options, right? But, I mean, at the same time, like, she's suing him. So we do just, like, sign a ridiculous contract, get an advance, and then sue him.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but you can do that.
She's not going to be able to, like... It's like a binding contract, though.
But yeah, but Jay-Z, like, if she's managed by Jay-Z...
I know.
And realistically, like, they wouldn't sue if they didn't think they could win. And it's Rock Nation, right? Like, they're not idiots.
No, definitely not. They know what they're doing. I mean, they have an obligation to protect their investment, too.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So, they're like... Jay's like, whoa. that percentage needs to come to me, not you guys. That's what it's good. Basically, what's coming.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey,
you can make it about you're here.
We're doing the right thing, supporting you, yada yada. It's about that coin.
Come on, man. For sure it is. You got something? You want to talk about, man?
I want to talk about coronavirus. I want to talk about Brady, LA beating the Clips and Bucks, the fights. That was about it. For me, at least.
You remember we talked about that Michael Avenatti guy? Stormy Daniels' lawyer. He tried to go after Nike.
Yeah.
Got found guilty. So he's done.
Nice. He was a real piece of shit.
So I found guilty on 3 counts against them, right? Like I said earlier, he demanded $20 million, or he'd go on to say that the execs were funding payments to college players and their families. So it came out that prosecutor said that they found that he was $11 million in debt. So
this was the guy that was living like super extravagantly.
Motive. Yeah. Planes, shares in planes.
This, that, the other.
All this other shit. So, going from him on to, there's a lady, Melinda Romines from Anaheim.
Okay.
She's a California lawyer. She's busted by the ATF for selling a number of unlicensed guns and meth. So shout out to Melinda.
Dude, how do you get into selling meth?
No doubt. You're a lawyer.
You know what I mean?
You're a lawyer.
And how do you, like, what part of this is like, you know what, I should sell meth? Like, that's a good idea.
Unbelievable. So, I guess she sold a 40 cal in one deal. Some silencers with the serial number scratched off. So, just a G. A QP of meth she sold. But, like, yeah, way to throw your life away.
How much is a QP of meth worth?
I'm not sure. Didn't say value here.
But, like, if she's a big-time lawyer, like, it's got to be some good coin. To start dabbling into meth?
I guess so. But, like...
I bet you she smokes it. There's no way you get into it without smoking it.
I don't know. How do you even broach a lawyer about that, though? How do you, like, be like, yo?
No, so 100% she, like, smoked it. And then the plug was like, yo, you should do some flipping for me. One deal, this much money. And she's like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. She's fucked
Or
up.
maybe she got piped by the plug. And the plug was like, yo, you got to do this for me.
And she's got to be doing her time in solitary now because, like, you can't have a cop in Gen Pop.
So yeah, I guess so, hey.
23-hour lockdown.
Rough. Yeah, I'd find any way possible to just kill myself.
Oh, she's going to want to.
Just running into walls.
Whatever, that's what you get, though.
There's no way I could last in solitary.
That's worse. Long? It's worse than, like...
being in general.
You can't talk to anybody?
No.
Your showers are restricted?
It's brutal.
Like I said, 23-hour lockdown.
Not a chance.
So
not a chance.
I think your phone's restricted.
Yo, wasn't there...
Everything's restricted.
Wasn't there a guy... I swear I saw this somewhere, and like this is my like way of killing myself too. If I try to do it, this guy would literally just and hold his breath until he passed out, and he just did that over and over and over and over and over and over, and the lack of oxygen eventually killed him.
Get out of here,
dude! I swear to God, I saw that somewhere. I swear to God.
That'd be rough though.
That's the play though.
That'd be rough, man. Who was I talking about that has to do time in solitary? I can't even remember right now.
You know someone that's doing time in solitary?
No, I was talking to Scotty about someone having to do their time. Oh, Weinstein would probably have to do his time in solitary. You can't have him in Gen Pop. He'd get fucked up, son.
It's almost like one of those
things.
So
he's going to be on lockdown.
It's almost one of those things he deserves to be in Gen Pop.
Oh.
Like that guy deserves to get his ass torn up.
Oh, speaking of
like
Gen
torn
Pop up. There's this documentary going on. I haven't watched it, so if you watch it, don't tell me, but it's something about this Hernandez thing. Have you heard about this kid?
Yo,
the parents beat him to death.
Yeah, they like tortured him. I haven't seen it. I don't want to watch it.
So, I guess the mom's in jail.
Okay.
Well, the people in jail just found out why she's in jail now because this shit came out. They beat the fuck out of her.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Straight up.
Yo, because I guess when you go to prison, you lie. If you're like a piece of shit, you lie about it, right? You have to.
I guess.
Good for that. I can't watch.
I guess they got her.
I'm such an emotional pussy. Like I cannot.
I gotta watch it.
I can't watch it.
I have to watch it.
I will cry. I will break down. Like I'm such a bitch, dude. Dude, anytime there's like even like, buddy, the first Star Wars where like Qui-Gon Jinn gets cut in half. I remember being like 10 years old.
Means nothing to me. Bro.
Okay, anyway, like one of the main characters dies and gets killed. I was like 10, bawling, just bawling. I'm such a bitch when it comes to movies, bro.
That's hilarious. Yeah,
man. I can't do it, dude.
So yeah, no, man.
I also don't want to watch some kid get tortured, like even talked about. Like fuck. It's so heavy.
Oh, it is. It's definitely. It's Not cool. There was, I don't know if you heard the New
Not
York,
cool is a way to describe it for sure.
the New York cop that tortured his own son and made him sleep in that basement. Oh, it's so horrible.
Yeah,
The
fucked
details.
up.
Kid died, and it's just like, like I don't even have kids. But
You
it's
know what
just like,
pisses me off
man,
about this? You're like, obviously, like,
this guy's here to protect and serve, and you kill your own son.
No.
Made him sleep in an ice cold basement, and like all the shit that he was doing to the kid, man. Like,
this is what pisses me off about people who are protesting about stupid shit. Is that there is all this horrible stuff that is going on in our own countries, and people are protesting about dumb shit, like having 72 genders and fucking how there's a fucking wage gap with women when there fucking isn't, and like all this dumb shit. It pisses me the fuck off. Did you know that the wage gap like doesn't exist and is in fact women make more on average than men up until 30 years old?
no, I didn't know.
Up until 30, and then after 30, the wage gap starts to happen, and one of the main reasons for it is because women get pregnant and they stop working, and so they make less money.
Gotcha.
Also, men are way more likely to die on the job. All their jobs put them at risk physically. Like, also, men have propensity to work in jobs like mining and coal, where it's extra pay because of dangers, where women don't have that propensity to do that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like that's the reason for like there is a wage gap, but the wage gap isn't because at the same job women make less than a man makes. That's not how it works. It's because of the jobs.
Everyone just wants the headline. No one wants the
Dude,
details.
it pisses me off so much. And people are protesting about this, where there's like torture and people getting killed and all this stuff. That's so fucked up, man.
You remember that CRA scam that was going around?
No.
You get the phone call saying you owe this much money.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of those.
Well, the cops finally busted somebody for it.
Some Nigerian, right?
Nah, I gotta
It's always
say,
Nigerians, bro.
it was the Browns. Funneling the money back to India.
Of course, bro.
So
Yo,
yeah,
that's a good gig.
Yo, these guys got some serious bank though.
100%.
So it was this scam, and there was another scam that they were doing. Both of them together, 30 million.
Did they catch them and like have them in custody?
They caught a couple from Brampton, 37 and 36-year-old.
Yeah.
The Dollywall couple. So they've only been charged with fraud over 5,000. So these guys were like the money people. These guys were like responsible for funneling the money to India.
Why aren't they doing all the work like offshore, like not in Canada?
I don't know.
There's no reason to be here, and then you can't get prosecuted, can you?
I'm not sure. There had to have been a reason.
There's no way the Canadian authorities are like hunting down some call center in Mumbai. You know what I mean, right?
They've shut down many of these centers, and they just like sprout out like nothing, bro.
Of course they do.
So,
but
yeah,
like,
I guess the investigation is not over. But
just do it offshore.
I've gotten those calls.
So have I.
Like, I know pretty much everyone I know has gotten those calls, man. So
hilarious. Yo, it's actually fucked up how much old people fall for that shit.
Oh well, yeah,
it's fucked up.
Just preying on those kind of
100%.
Those are the ones that are giving the money.
And it's not because they're stupid. It's just because they don't know how technology works and how like CRA wouldn't do that.
Like 30 million, son.
Yep.
And this was like since when was it?
But you know how many samosas they're gonna buy with that?
Yeah, son. I don't know, but yeah, 30 mil. You think like maybe after 20 mil, you just shut her down and just proceed with your life? Nah,
dude. But think about it. If you were running that shit, you're putting your foot on the gas. What are you talking about? Shut it down? Suck my dick.
No, I probably would shut. I've learned my lesson with greed though. I would shut her down, bro.
But you'd be thinking about buying the Taj Mahal. What are you talking about?
Solid gold, son. You know how we roll.
I want heated, solid gold floors.
Yo, how long are we in?
We're at an hour and 10 minutes. We're good.
Okay.
Buddy, now that we got the camera plugged in, we can go for however long we want. If you got shit to talk about.
Oh, speaking of Weinstein, he was found guilty, yeah?
Yes, sir.
I know. So
what happens to that island?
He got...
Yo, that island would be discounted as fuck.
Oh, the Epstein Island.
Yeah, that thing would be so cheap. Straight
up, though. So I guess with that whole island, the Attorney General for the U.S. Virgin Islands, Denise George, so she's accusing the estate of using NDAs with his victims and employees to conceal the criminal activity of Epstein and his associates, right?
Okay.
So apparently there was an employee that told the Attorney General that he saw Prince Andrew groping girls right out in the open.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
I also saw a thing that Prince Andrew's people did not cooperate with any part of the Epstein investigation. Zero.
Oh, for sure.
They didn't cooperate at all.
No surprise. And it also went on to say that Epstein's estate proposed creating a fund that would compensate the victims only if they were agreed not to sue anyone associated with his crimes.
Of course.
So,
Okay.
so by expanding it to include his friends, meaning victims being raped by other people. So like tells you where they're coming from when you're like not even protecting Epstein, you're trying to protect his friends too.
But if you're a victim, take that money, because even if you try to sue them, you don't have the money. They have such deep pockets that you're not going to win.
I don't know. I'm sure there was a lawyer out there who'd be like, you know what? I'll take this pro bono.
Dude, I don't know about that.
If the lawyer wins you any kind of money, that lawyer's made a name for himself.
Yeah.
It's like any of these lawyers on like say OJ or like any of these big cases.
But then even if he doesn't win, right?
I'm going for the gold. I'm going after him.
But the thing is, a lot of these girls, like if you look at them too, like it's people who are poor, brought in from other countries. It's people who don't have anything, right? I'm taking that money and running.
All the women.
Like obviously, if you're American or Canadian or like you live in not a third world country and your situation is good, do it. But otherwise, take that money. Like I know that's bad.
Yeah,
and
I
that's,
don't know.
like,
It all depends.
Like ethically, like you shouldn't, and you should be wanting to fight it. But like your life just got fucked up.
Offering, I guess.
Yeah, right. Like your life just got fucked up. If you can like take the money and do something better with your life, for like with it, I don't know.
Epstein's worth like over $600 million.
That's what I mean, right?
Like,
it's got to be something good.
I don't know. Yeah, obviously we'll see what happens. You know, this guy's just skating. Even in death, he's gonna fucking win.
Yeah, it's so fucked up.
Have you heard of El Mencho?
No.
So he's like the guy that took over for Chapo now. He's the biggest drug dealer in the world now.
El Mencho?
Yeah, that's his nickname. So his name is Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes.
Nobody watched saying that name on this podcast. What are you talking about? Like I'm knocking down this door.
Yeah, so like I said, he's like the guy now. Apparently his son just got arrested.
Yo, I would hate to be that
extradited to Washington.
I would hate to be that cop. Yo, you're gonna go take down Mencho's kid.
Oh, bro.
I don't know about that, man.
Okay, you want to know how gangster?
I don't want to get skinned alive.
You don't want to know how gangster El Mencho is?
Tell me.
He kidnapped Chapo's 2 sons.
Really?
That's how G this guy is. Like no bullshit. This
guy's got
does
balls.
not play.
Got balls.
Chapo was locked up at the time. Made Chapo pay $2 million. Didn't even need the money. So he's personally worth over $1 billion. And they said that his cartel has assets up to $50 billion. I read about some of the escapes this guy's done. He shot down a military helicopter with a Russian RPG. Okay?
Really?
Not even joking. And then like the chase was on through the whole city. He let like the whole town on fire.
Buddy, this guy's just grinding GTA.
Unbelievable. Straight up. Real life.
Straight up.
Unreal. This guy's like crazy, man. So yeah, he's worth personally over $1 billion. Not to be fucked with. But yeah, his son just got extradited, unfortunately. So he's done. State's got his hands on him. He's done.
Yeah, he's done.
Obviously.
Right.
But that's the biggest fear now, right? Everyone doesn't want to get extradited. So, and this guy, apparently, this Mencho guy came in late to the game. He didn't start his cartel till like 2011.
He just started rolling.
He's so ruthless. A few years back, I can't remember what city, but there was like 35 dead bodies. I don't know if you remember this. And it was like rush hour traffic where they fucking dropped them off. That was him.
Really?
Like, guy, well, hey, if you're able to kidnap Chapo's son and get away with it, like you're
doing whatever you want.
Man, straight G. So, yeah, shout out to Mencho. I'm rooting for you.
Well, not anymore.
Well, no, it's his son, so
Yeah.
He's still on the run.
Yeah, I know, but it's Mencho.
done.
Like if like, oh, I guess I was gonna say like it's your kid. What do you do? But this obviously isn't a normal guy, right?
So his son's. I'm pretty sure the other son is just like, okay, well, we're one son down. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine that's your attitude.
That's pretty much how it is. I think,
You're
though.
a moron. You got caught.
It's like, okay, you got caught, so
see you later.
See ya, yeah. It's not like I can come visit you. You know what I'm saying?
What am I gonna do, right?
So it's like, shit, man.
See you.
Yeah.
Nice knowing you.
But to have that kind of money, like, okay, $1 billion. Why are you still doing it? Like we're saying about greed. When is it ever enough?
It's greed, but I think it's also like just this is what you do. This is who I am.
Yeah, I think
you just
that's
put
all
your
you know.
foot on people's throats.
That's all you know,
right? Like, what are you gonna do? Retire? Fuck
and
off.
like, what are you gonna like step back and let other people?
That's
walk
what I
all
mean,
over
right? You ain't retiring.
Yeah, you can't
Fuck
let other
that,
people just rule it now. You know what I mean? So I get it, but like, $1 billion. Yo, just go somewhere and just chill.
Buy Epstein Island on the cheap.
Fuck. Done.
On the cheap.
Done, man. I don't know, man. Pretty nutty though.
I bet you that thing sells for less than like 25 mil.
Oprah will probably buy it. Shout out to Oprah and Gail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So getting back to El Mencho. Sorry, I got some other more notes here.
Yeah,
so,
give a shit.
Apparently, instead of coke, he specializes in meth because of the higher profit margin.
Maybe he's got that lawyer's kid.
So, and it says, so the city that I was talking about, the 35 bound and tortured bodies,
yeah,
it was Veracruz, and it was in 2011. And then like, okay, so 2 years after that, members of his cartel set fire to and raped a 10-year-old girl who they mistakenly believe was a rival's daughter.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. These guys are like brutal, dog. Also, in 2015, they executed a man and his elementary school-age son by detonating sticks of dynamite duct taped to their bodies. Like I said earlier, shot down the helicopter with RPG. His brother's been arrested now that his son's been arrested. So that's just the name of the game, right? You're in it till you're not, I guess.
Well,
dead or in jail.
I was about to say that's the saying, right? You either end up dead or in jail.
And like, eventually Chapo got
what was coming.
He got caught. You got to think sooner or later. And like, he has all Mexico on his payroll, obviously.
You're going into it. You've got to know that like you're gonna get caught or killed.
Yeah, I guess.
Right, like that's just the name of the game. It's just a matter of when, right?
But like, I'm not trying to get killed with a Billy. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me make a serious dent in it,
and then take off somewhere.
Like, whatever, kill me with 200 milli or something. Let me spend some of that money. That's what I'm.
Oh,
saying.
you better
Just
believe that boy's spending money, bro.
Yeah, for sure he is. But like, he's spending money by like paying people off to try and stay alive. Like the whole police, the whole army, probably the president. Past presidents have been on the cartel's payrolls. Have been documented. Who's to say this president's not?
Yeah, probably. They
They
probably have on the payroll right from the time they're like.
Well, they influence elections. They get their.
That's
guys
what
in,
I mean,
you know what I mean?
right?
So
like they've been on the payroll forever.
Yeah, it's not that they just pay people off. They have their guys that are in leadership for mayors and whatever, councilmen, whatever you want to say. So
yeah,
they control all
like grassroots, right from the bottom up.
You got judges on your payroll. You have cops on your payroll. You have councilmen, mayors on your payroll.
Prosecutors, everybody. So
you know what I'm saying? But so did Chapo.
Yeah, it's just the way you do it, I guess.
So I don't know. It's obviously far from being done. We never talked about the Knicks. They hired new guys. Did you hear about those guys?
No.
This was while you were away. So do you know who Leon Rose and Worldwide West is?
Is this in response to the Spike Lee shit? No, I don't.
No, this has happened before. What are you thinking about that Spike Lee shit, by the way?
Dude, it's just like some chintzy bullshit. I'm so tired of Dolan, man. Like, so tired of Dolan. You see that, like, fans were chanting in MSG, sell the team, and kept getting escorted out, and it was just fan after fan after fan after fan.
That's brutal.
And then
I think it is. Sorry, go on.
After the Spike Lee thing, they set a record for the lowest attendance.
I've seen that. And, like, here's the thing. Even if the Knicks are totally in the wrong here by the Spike Lee situation, you can't afford to take the negative publicity that's coming.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't touch it. Like Spike Lee,
you can't afford to get the negative press. No. Just let Spike walk through the door and say, you know what? At a different time, address the situation and be like, Spike, like,
you can't do this anymore.
You know, so I don't know if I even believe them. This is the problem now. Like they lie to the media and everybody so much that I can't take their word for it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Did they tell Spike? Didn't they tell Spike? It seems like something so ludicrous.
How much of
but
it?
It's Spike Lee. He's a season ticket holder. Let him in the goddamn.
But do you
door.
think like how I was thinking about this too? Do you think any like how much do you believe Spike Lee? Because like obviously he's not really famous anymore apart from being a Knicks fan.
But like you know
what I mean?
He's like one of the guys that steady puts the Knicks on the map.
He is.
You know what I mean?
He is. I saw a number. He spent like $300K every year for seasons tickets for the last 10 years.
So I think
I think he might be using this for clout.
Like I'm saying, even if the Knicks said go to another door and he didn't, just let him in and deal it with another time.
Yeah.
You can't afford the bad press. Everyone's already like looking at you negatively. Even though, okay, this is like what I just said. You just overcasted the great hires that you just made.
With
like,
this bullshit.
I always bash on the Knicks and Dolan, rightfully so though.
Yep.
But the guys that he hired, I honestly thought I loved the hires. And
So who did he hire?
Great people. Leon Rose, who started. He's an agent that he's rep LeBron. He's rep all the big wigs. He had his own agency he started. CAA, one of the biggest agencies out there, bought him, made him the head of the basketball division.
Okay.
Brilliant mind, knows the ins and outs of the game. Worldwide West, another guy. If you know, Drake's rapped about him. Jay-Z's rapped about him. This guy, the more I read about this guy, is like, he is the guy in sports and entertainment.
Okay.
Knows everybody, and when I mean everybody, he knows everybody and everywhere. Like these hires instantly make the Knicks cooler. Like, these guys can attract big names to New York.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is the kind of power star.
This is actually like a smart decision.
And yeah, I think 100%. They weren't getting none of the big names, obviously.
No,
Kyrie,
of course not. KD came out
on him.
He came out and said, like, the Knicks aren't good. They've never been cool.
Right.
They've never been cool in my lifetime.
Now, I heard just the other day, Worldwide West might not be in 100%. I don't know.
Probably.
I'm kind of hoping that they keep him. He brings that cool factor that they need.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I think it's super exciting hire for them. But like, this bullshit with James throwing people out to sell the team, like
The whole Spike Lee thing
like
puts a shadow on it.
Yeah, you're killing it, man. You know what I mean? You're just riding a good wave. You know, it's been nothing but negative for them for the longest time, and rightfully so. You're putting a shit product on the court.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for RJ.
Yep.
But you know, this was like, okay, I could totally see people going to the Knicks now because of these two guys.
Yep.
And without these guys, you would never have that. So Dolan needs to shut his mouth or sell the team.
Good shit, Dolan. Proud
You know
of
what I mean? He's more worried about playing in that band of his, anyways.
He's in a band?
Yeah, you didn't know.
No, what kind of band is he in?
I don't know what kind, but he's been in this band for a long time.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull this up.
Yeah, go ahead. I can't remember the name of it, but it's time for you to go on tour with the band, Dolan, and sell the team.
The Straight Shot. What?
I'm taking you found
It's country blues and roots rock. The New York Times has described the band as a group of, and I'm quoting this now, well-known sidemen backing a karaoke grade singer, and described that Dolan's musical talents are unlikely to endanger his day job.
So there you go.
That's on Wikipedia.
That's awesome. So it tells you how good he is, right? You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that shows how much hate there is for Dolan that people are going on Wikipedia and putting that shit in. That's so funny.
I wish he would sell the team already. I don't think he ever will.
Shout out JD and the Straight Shot.
JD and the Straight Shot?
Dude, that's so bad.
I would never
That's
sell the Knicks.
so bad.
Would you sell the Knicks?
Pardon?
Would you sell the Knicks?
Fuck no.
Fuck no. And he owns the Madison Square Garden too, I'm pretty sure. So
Dude, that dude is rolling. But honestly, like, take a step back and just let people do work.
will never happen. His ego is disgusting. All these guys, though, like, these guys have been killing it their whole lives in whatever they do, right? Professionally, you know, business.
I guess so, hey, right?
Like, they're not gonna fucking.
You don't get in the position to buy the Knicks if you're not successful.
Yeah, they're not gonna listen to nobody but themselves. That's what got them there.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? So, egos, right? It's billionaires telling millionaires what to do.
Yeah, no shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
We talked about that corrupt lawyer.
Yeah.
And what else did we talk about there? That was also corrupt.
We talked about a bunch of shit.
Well, DEA agent got busted laundering money for the Colombian drug cartel.
That's standard procedure.
Yeah, so what's his name? So Jose Irizarry and his wife were arrested in Puerto Rico. Apparently he kept millions in drug proceeds out of the hands of the DEA. And here's the thing that kills me, though. The DEA hires this guy despite indications that he showed signs of deception in a polygraph exam and allowed him to handle financial transactions. So he's showing deception, and you're just gonna give him the keys to the car.
So they're basically
bro?
just asking
Like,
for
here
it.
you go. You know what I mean?
They're
Yeah,
morons,
100%.
man.
So, I guess also another red flag is he filed for bankruptcy, which is like a big red flag for these guys. I guess obviously though, if you're like bankrupt, you're might be more persuasive to break the law,
Dude,
right? To get out of bankrupt.
Not
you know
even
what I
like the DEA, like fucking anyone. Like if anyone's hiring anyone, if you go bankrupt, like you're a moron.
So another brilliant move by the DEA.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's about it, I think, man.
Yeah, I got nothing else for you. I'm also fucking tired, man.
You look pretty burnt over there, bro.
Yeah, I'm a little low energy.
Yeah, all good, all good.
Anything else you want to end on? Talk about?
I think that's it, man. Just
No.
get out of here until next week, I guess, dog.
All right, everybody. See you later.
Charter.